Hello lovely viewers, you are most welcome to our channel. In this lesson, we shall be discussing the detailed analysis of a government driver on his retirement by Onu Chibuike. Many workers spend the latter part of their careers counting down to retirement, most especially when they don't like their jobs or they find them mentally or physically demanding. Others, on the other hand, forge fake dates of birth to extend or increase their stay in office. However, today's poem is a celebration of a government driver on his retirement. The poem has 34 lines with 7 stanzas which are of varying length. The tone of the poem is generally mild and its mood is a mixture of jubilation and sadness because after celebrating his retirement, the driver dies on his way home. Let's now take a detailed analysis of the lines contained in the poem. Many years on wheels, in faithful service to his fatherland, today retires he home, and a celebration he holds. The first stanza is about the driver's retirement and the joy that comes with it. Our poetic speaker informs us that the driver is not just any ordinary civil servant. This is someone who has been committed and dedicated to his fatherland. After many years of serving his fatherland, the time has come for him to retire. The driver has been counting down to this particular day. So he holds a celebration in this regard. Many years has he plumbeted his buzzard roads in obedience to duty rules and regulation. Today he will go home a free man, eligible for his country's services. The second stanza talks about the work ethics of the driver throughout his service to his nation. Here, we are told that the driver obeys duty rules and regulations, which prevents him from consuming alcohol whilst driving. However, everything is about to change since today he is going to be a free man. Come friends, rejoice with me. I shall booze and zoom myself home, away from duty rules. Come celebrate my freedom. The excitement of the driver keeps increasing and increasing. One might be tempted to say this is one of the happiest moments of the life of the driver. Therefore, he wants to make the most out of it. From this day onwards, he will no longer be subjected to the strict rules and regulations. Therefore, he sees his retirement as a day of liberation. So he holds a celebration to mark the beginning of his freedom. Celebrations, as we all know, are not complete without well wishers. Therefore, he invites relatives, friends, and well wishers to mark the beginning of his freedom. Early to bed tomorrow holds not. 35 years of faithful service. I'll booze to sleep away my suffering. Today I've long waited for. Here we are told that the driver embraces the idea of not waking up early to prepare for work after 35 years of service to his nation. He will have his own time to himself and will manage his time as it suits his convenience. This stanza ends by telling us that he has long waited for this day, which makes it special and calls for a celebration. He went on to inform us that he will drink enough so that he can sleep and forget his suffering. More joy to send him home, a brand new car in his name, an appreciative symbol for undented 35 years of service to fatherland. Hard work, they say, is always crowned with success. In addition to the liberating power of retirement, the driver is given a brand new car as a token of appreciation for uncorrupted 35 years of service to his nation. Come friends and rejoice more, joy till no more joy to joy. Today freeze and make me king, my patience rewarded. Once again, the driver entreats all his well-wishers to come and rejoice with him. He anticipates joy and the freedom of being a master of his own. From this day onwards, he will be a king, since he will no longer take orders from anyone. And so he boozed and boozed, celebrating the celebration of his retirement from faithful service to fatherland. He battled with his bottle booze. At the scene of party, the driver consumed a lot of alcohol and became drunk. As a result of overexcitement the driver gets from the liberating power of retirement, he drinks a lot of alcohol as a way of celebrating his freedom at last. Booze boozed his vision and clear judgment. He boomed his brand new car and it sends him home to rest in peace. The excitement of the driver finally transcends into sadness. We are told that due to the excessive intake of alcohol, the driver had poor vision whilst driving, thus making him have wrong judgment on the road, which led to an accident. The driver lost his life in the process. He lost his life on this special day of celebrating his freedom. Let's now shift our focus to the top poetic devices employed in the poem. One is alliteration. This is a figure of speech which involves the repetition of the same sound at the beginning of the word. Examples include in faithful service to his fatherland. Here, you will notice the repetition of F sound in faithful and fatherland. Today retires he home. There is a repetition of H sound in he and home. And a celebration he holds, a repetition of H sound, he holds. In obedience to duty rules and regulations. Here, you will notice the repetition of R sound in rules and regulations. Come celebrate my freedom. There is a repetition of C sound in come and celebrate. More joy to send him home. A repetition of H sound, him, home. Celebrating the celebration of his retirement. There is a repetition of C sound, celebrating, celebration. He battled with his bottle boozed. He boomed his brand new car. All this sound make the reading of the poem sound good to the ears. 2 is repetition. This is a figure of speech in which a word, phrase, or idea is repeated more than once for the purpose of emphasis. A few words and phrases have been repeated in this poem, some of which includes boozed is repeated in line 10, 15, 26, 28, and 30. Fatherland is repeated in line 2 and 20. Duty rules is expressed in line 6 and 11. The repetition of 35 years of service. Come friends and rejoice. Wheels, home, brand new car adds up to the lyrical quality of the poem. The repetition of this line emphasizes the poet's interest on the subject matter, which says alcoholism can kill. 3. SYNECDOCHE. This is a figure of speech in which part of something is made to represent the whole. Example, many years on wheels. Here, wheels is a part of a car and is made to represent the whole, which is the car. 4. Euphemism. This is a figure of speech which involves the polite or mild way of saying something unpleasant. Example includes, and it sent him home. Euphemism makes the driver's death mild to the readers instead of saying, he had an accident and died. 5. Personification. This is a figure of speech which gives human qualities to inanimate objects. Examples include, today freeze and make me king. Here, human qualities of authority is given to the retirement day to be able to make the driver a king. 6. Situational irony. Instead of going to rest home a free man, the driver ends up crashing himself to death. Thanks for watching today's video. We do encourage you to subscribe to our channel and comment below on anything you want us to address. Till we meet again in our next lesson, do enjoy the rest of our videos.